Liam was so much fun. If only he'd paid this kind of attention to her in high school. Another turbulent drop left her weightless for an eternity. "Sorry if I'm breaking any bones in your hand," she spoke between clamped teeth. With her eyes shut tight, she didn't see his reaction.
"I'm kind of obligated to be your hero now,"
he said.
"After all, you did call me hot."
"Thank you for reminding me."
"Any time, lest you forget."
She cracked her eyes open to stick out her tongue. "I did not, however, call you a hero."
"There's still time."
She laughed, despite another serious drop in altitude. "Don't hold your breath." Apart from the gut-tossing plane ride, she hadn't had this much fun in years.
"You haven't called me charming either, but you probably should."
"What about brilliant?"
"Good choice."
His grin made her heart pitter-patter.
"I'm glad you recognized it."
"Are you always this conceited?"
"Only on Mondays."
Part of her was relieved the ordeal was almost over. Not the turbulence, but the effort required to keep her identity hidden. All she had to do was keep a low profile at the conference, and she would disappear from Liam's life forever, leaving him in peace. Everything could go back to the way it was before. Except she might not feel quite as guilty, knowing Liam had moved on with his life. But the wishful thinking part of her stole another glance at her swoon-worthy hero, and she breathed in deeply to embed the memory of his clean, masculine scent in her mind. This impractical Carly left their fingers entwined long after the worst of the turbulence had passed, relishing the sensation as long as possible. She could argue that it was therapeutic. By indulging herself, she gave the old, teenaged Carly a chance to pretend she'd finally won her longtime heartthrob. Maybe now she would get this silly crush out of her system once and for all. Who am I kidding? Grown-up Carly liked grown-up Liam just as much. Maybe even more. Instead of getting over Liam, she would probably pine over him for the rest of her life. But she deserved to suffer. What was a little heartache compared to her father's pain, losing a child? Or Liam's pain, losing the use of his legs along with his dreams? She would endure her longing in silence and keep her secret forever. Any other choice would be selfish.